What do you do when a closeted racist shows up on a television show? Let's watch this video.
My name is Michael Graham. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, panel, what are your first impressions?
Michael, he seems like a cool guy. I don't know, he can't really dress, but other than that,
He didn't make an impression with me at all, like not a good or a bad. I don't even remember him.
Neutral. Okay,
Yeah.
JJ?
Michael's got a twinkle in his eye. He's a young man, and I'd have to see more, but he seemed very open.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like Mike. Well, okay, I'm going to say that he's looks like he's native Texas, and being from Texas, I would have to support that. But I don't like him on the fact that he's black. Absolutely not.
David?
Please.
And I knew this was going to come. I don't like him because he's black.
Are you even serious right now?
I'm a minority, but I got a problem.
I was gonna say,
Please.
Hold on.
you're like a minority yourself.
Absolutely.
We rode in yesterday together, so I'm to assume, based on what you just said, that you don't like me because I'm black?
I'm talking general sense here, but the fact is...
General sense of how much more general than you can be. And then you're sitting in a car with somebody, you're riding in it, you said it, you opened it up.
Am I?
You did that.
Okay, let me tell you this.
You must be out of your...
It doesn't matter if we rode in or not. It doesn't matter. I don't know you from anybody, okay?
You must
share the
out
same
of your mind to say
But
something
you know what?
like that.
My personal beliefs and my personal experience, I don't like them.
Your personal
I never have,
beliefs are gonna say
and I never will.
What is it about black people that you don't like?
This ought to be good.
Yeah, I'm strapping in for this one.
Yeah, well, strap tight.
You might want to strap me in for this one.
Well, the thing is, based on the experience and the people I've worked with, where I come from, I'm sick and tired of people thinking, specifically I am mentioning black people, thinking we owe them something, that the world owes them something. I'm totally opposed to affirmative action.
Where are you from?
I don't want people to give me a job just because I'm brown. I want people to know that I have the credentials. Polynesians don't have a BET. We don't get all pissed off when we don't have an NAACP that comes and...
And who's that?
You don't know that this...
Who's that?
First off, I just want to know where you're from.
I grew up on the islands.
Where?
Overseas.
Overseas. There's no black people over there?
Where overseas? Like what islands? What are you talking
Near the Hawaiian Islands.
The Polynesian Islands.
I'm a Polynesian, yes.
When did you come to America?
And I live in the South. There are plenty of black people there, and I've had quite the opportunity to be able to work with these people. And you know what? No, I won't.
That is so and ill-informed and so stupid. Even if you didn't believe it, you think I'm going to stand up here and say I'm not going to give some money to somebody because they're white? I mean, some things are better left unsaid.
That would be your choice.
Rather than have people really realize what an idiot you are. Now, you are. That is just the most stupid thing. And we meet in the car and we say, hey, we're going to be friends after this. Don't take anything personally. I do take that personally. I do think it's offensive. I mean, the only way that we're going to survive as a people is that we work together and we understand that if there's one person that's oppressed, if there's one person that's judged, and I don't mean as a people, as black people, I mean as a people who live here on this earth. If there's one woman that's oppressed, if there's one child that's abused, if there's one person that's discriminated against based on some superficial bull, then we're not going to make it.
Get a grip, man, on how the world really works.
Okay, let's not. Wait. We have plenty more to discuss, so we will get to it. So the time.
And this controversial show didn't last for long in the original version, which is in the UK, nor in the US version, for the simple fact that it was too controversial for people to jump onto. Are you prejudiced? Boom. No, he's racist. He's racist. He's racist, okay? And he stood 10 toes down, planted his feet in it, and said, I'm not changing it. That's how I feel. I'm not changing it. He was so comfortable being racist there because he thought that he'd have the support. And when that support still didn't show up for him, he figured nobody's going to touch me on national television. I promise you, racism like that today ends differently. Now people can do the worst of the worst to you, which is dox you. Now they can get you fired from your job. Now they can really disrupt your life because he was proud to say he's Polynesian, he's a minority. However, he discriminates and is racist towards another minority. It was not a choice for black people to be here. I think the chip that he thinks that black people have on their shoulder is one that is, a lot of people don't believe in generational curses. A lot of people don't believe in bloodlines and how they have an effect on things, but I'm going to to tell you right here, right now, it's real. There are people that are in your family that have passed on such aggression from their son to their son's son to their son's son's son that a lot of people don't believe is real. Generational curses, generational strife, anger, frustration. It is a real thing in the Black community. And I'm sure him being a minority, he gets it in his community. However, he decided to come here and think that he was better than. Not many people cared back then like they would today. So I'm glad he got addressed for being the trash and clown that he was back then by the people that were on the panel, deservedly so. You guys tell me what you think about this. It's a very old viral clip, but tell me what you guys think and we'll catch you in the next video.